Yo, welcome to the 6th episode of Seraphic Blue. We last left off arriving at the church, meeting up with Nixon. Unfortunately, Bennett hasn't recovered her memories. Nixon asked of us to come with him to go over to the White Wings laboratory to stop them from asking for the angel children here at the church. So, let's go ahead. Let's see where we're supposed to head off. Destination. Board a ship to Juwess, the marine city. That's about above us. I haven't actually looked at these character profiles lately, so let's check them out. And a mysterious boy who suddenly appeared before the lake and Turku forest, clad in gray skin and possessing an ominous appearance. He seeks to kill Lake and his friends with his immense power. Though it seems Inde is somewhat related to Bennett, nothing about it is known at the moment. So maybe the character profiles will eventually update. I mean, they probably will eventually update since some of these are question mark. A mysterious woman who bears resemblance to Bennett. Her words often carry a hint of unpleasantness. Mysterious girl dressed in black, together with the lady in black. They currently monitor the progress of Lake and his friends from the shadows. Lady in black. A mysterious lady dressed in black, together with the girl in black. They currently monitor the progress of Lake and his friends from the shadows. That's basically very Salt Lakes. And his stuff got updated. I'm not sure if I'll actually check on this all that frequently. Like I said before, it seems like there's going to be a lot of characters here, and there's going to be updates and whatnot. Nixon, a pastor of the church in Havwick, village of the infant angels. He feels sorrow over the poor circumstances surrounding the infant angels and strives for a better treatment of their current situation. Nixon may appear to have a polite and calm demeanor, but he is actually once a ruthless bounty hunter who specializes in using a gun. How do you say this? A mysterious woman who converses with Bennett and within Bennett's mind. Bearing almost the same appearance as Bennett, it appears Ofa has a deep understanding of Bennett and is concerned about her. Ufa often frequently speaks with her. Have we seen Bennett? I don't think so. A mysterious female angel suddenly appears before Lake in Turku Forest, saved him from the verge of death. As she currently suffers from temporary memory loss, things such as her origin, her relation to Lake, and her purpose of needing him are all unknown at the moment. Let's take a look at Lake since his stuff is updated and kind of just quickly. The young man who works as a devil sweeper, he is immediately left in the care of Elena's orphanage after his birth, which was somewhat different from normal. Because of that, he tends to on and off display a cold attitude toward everything whenever he feels neglected. At times, he even portrays an uncivilized side of him. However, that all began to change upon his encounters with Inde, Bennett, and Turku Forest. As a result of Bennett's memory loss, he has decided to help her regain her memories as a means of repaying his debt to her for saving his life. Alright, that's a lot. Actually, glossary. Man, this is a lot. Jesus. Alright, so let's head up north. There doesn't seem to be anything up here. Probably have to take like the other way around, maybe. Alright. What are these guys weak to again? Is it like light? Like one dude was weak to light, one dude was weak to ice. That works. I kind of wanted to do an AoE, but that's fun too. It's not waste. Or TP. Nice. Gun. I should really sell those items. Maybe the next time we arrive in. Is it like, section over here? Yep. Alright, these guys kind of don't have anything they can exploit with. Can I, like, still one-shot them? Actually, I probably can with hard attacks, right? Yeah, I should probably be doing those. Like, if they outspeed me, might as well one-shot them instead of wasting TP on AoE stuff. But yeah, damn, these encounter rates are kind of crazy. Maybe because I haven't played a JRPG in a long while. To be honest, aside from recently, Shin Megami Tensei 5, I'm trying to remember the last JRPG I played. Shit. What was it, actually? I'm having real hard difficulties trying to remember what specifically it was. Really, I can't tell you. It's fucking difficult to say which JRPG I played. I mean, I guess you could say Phantasy Star is kinda JRPG, but that's more action-oriented. I was thinking more along the lines of, like, turn-based RPGs. Shit. I think it's been years since I played an actual turn-based JRPG, actually. What are you weak to? Win. Aside from maybe some Arrow games. It's been like probably years. Maybe the last time was like Persona 5? How much health do you have? Alright, that's a lot of health. Can we, like, strong attack? No. I gotta play it safe. 700. I could probably strong attack him now. Nope. That's a lot. Miss! Come on, dude. He's just one strong attack away. Come on. Actually, what levels are is everyone at? 999. Alright, cool. East Continental Port. Let's save right here. Actually, make 2 saves. This one is like way back. Alright. Let's go to N. It's always nice to recover our supplement. 180 deer, whatever. We should have tons of deer. Especially once we sell some stuff. But yeah, I haven't really played much JRPGs in a long while. Mostly like the Shin Megami Tensei series. That's fun. Are you guys planning on to head to Juwess, the marine city? That place is great. I'll tell you, it's after all a city above the sea. That's right, the sea, regardless of whether it's calm or stormy. That city's the best place to be for anyone who loves the sea. White Wings and Darmstead? Is that how you pronounce it? Darmstead? The West Continental has many elegant places like those, unlike here where there are none. Someday I hope to live an elegant life on the West Continent. Anything down here? Ah, there is. Blue shell. Special accessory that strengthens a character's defense to water element. Got anything new? Nah, not really. But we could probably sell our stuff now. Let's see. What do we got here? We know we have like some junk. It's probably under misc items. Feather. They go for 200. We won't be needing feathers, right? I'm gonna assume like some of these things that say sell at the shop for low amount, for whatever amounts of money, we probably don't need. Oh damn, 2,000? Sure is a lot of gear we're accumulating right now. 400? I think I might want to keep that just in case. Just in case there's like a boss eventually that uses the dark stuff. Actually, let's go back and save. I feel like it'll be a while until we save. Because I vaguely remember this somewhat. Because I think there's going to be a whole bunch of cutscenes coming up soon. The trip to Juwess is available for boarding. It will be 600 gear per person for the trip there. Would you like to get on board? There will be no turning back for a while once you board the ship. Are you ready to proceed? I mean, there's no side quest in this game, right? I don't think so. At least not from the last time I played this game years ago. As a matter of fact, are there even multiple endings in this game? I actually don't know much about this game. Episode 6, Juwess. A visitor from the Dark Sea. Okay. I'm not even gonna begin to pronounce that. Let's go. The city structure is originally and unlike any other. Is original and unlike any other. It is, after all, a city built up from the sea. Take this elevator here, for instance. You can use this to get to the city's surface. Actually, let's talk to this dude. This is the port to board the ship to the East Continental port. Right now, the ship is not available for boarding. Alright, that was actually pretty cool. Cool transition. Although many people frequent Juwess, most of them are either here only for sightseeing or just passing through. Not many people actually live in the city. The people who live in these houses here are mostly salvagers like myself. You are at the Central District. Just north of here is the Museum of Juwess Marine History, where you can learn about the history of the city. The museum has a number of fascinating stories, which I personally recommend listening to. Actually, what's our next destination say? I mean, we're already here, so... Streets here look tidier than I had thought they would be. Well, this city may have been reconstructed by Robin, but it's still a city made up of salvagers, right? I had imagined these streets would be messier. If you go north from here, you'll eventually reach the entrance to the salvage port. That port is where many ships belonging to the salvagers are docked at. However, you aren't allowed to enter the port unless you have a salvage license. Oh, well, too bad. I actually have no idea where I'm going. Yeah, this episode's gonna be a lot of exploring and just a lot of cutscenes eventually. I think you eventually come down here. Yeah, I do remember like a place like this where there's enemies. A salvage port lies beyond here. Many salvagers' ships are docked there. I'm sorry to say, but no one except those licensed as salvagers are allowed to enter the port. So, while I'm just exploring around, I might as well just talk about some random stuff until like we reach our whatever destination. From the looks of the surroundings here, this is very much a city like any other. The surroundings don't even give the impression that this city resides above the sea and is made up of multiple levels. This is just what you expect of Robin. A leading industry that is a head and shoulders above all others. Actually, is there anything new here? Can we get new items? I kind of want new items. No? Alright, cool. Actually, is there any like hidden stuff? No. What do you guys say? It's a shame that my ship's broken down. I got nothing to do while it's undergoing repairs. Truth is, there's not much entertainment to be had around the city. I got tired of playing poker with my fellow crew members already, so I really don't know what to do now. I've been living here since a long time ago, and I can tell you that this city used to be a dirty mess. Without a doubt, it was the seamen who threw rubbish all around here, causing the brightness of the city to fade. Who would have thought the city would become so beautiful now? Even the effects of that old biddy Calamity Jane now feels as if they were nothing but a tantrums of a little girl. There's an inn. Okay, we already talked to you. Wait, is there like yeah, there's something up here. Oh shoot, I think this is where we go next. Welcome to the Museum of Juwess Marine History. This is where you can learn about the history of Juwess, which shows how Juwess society has come a long way from its past through its ups and downs. Entrance is free, so feel free to enter. Families make up the most of the visitors here. The museum is so interesting, I hope I can come here again. My son was so enthralled by our visit to the museum that he seems to have forgotten how to breathe properly. Perhaps he is destined to become a historian. Can't say I like history all that much. Our visit to the museum is like a dream come true for my daughter. After all, opportunities like this are great for nourishing my daughter's curiosity. I think history has to be my second least favorite subject in school. The museum is just really interesting. I hope I can come here again. With my least favorite being probably English. This is no time to be going to such a place. We have to hurry to White Wings. I thought White Wings was on the other on the east continent. Hold up, where are we supposed to be going? Yeah, because if you look at the destination, wait, I don't know. Let's just keep exploring, I guess, until we find something. But yeah, probably gonna be slacking off in this game's playthrough, mostly because I also am in the middle of playing through Shin Megami Tensei 5 on my own time, and I kind of wanna beat it already, kind of, or at least reach far enough in the end. Although many people frequent Juwess, most of them are either here only for sightseeing or just for passing through. How many people are actually live in the city? The people who live in these... Oh! We already read you. But... yeah, like... how would I explain? Shin Megami Tensei 5 right now just doesn't feel all that fun. Mostly because it feels too easy. The framework of the city structure, as you see here, is made up of metal that is tough as rocks. Hold on, what? Let me reread this. The framework of the city structure, as you see here, is made up of a metal that's as tough as the rocks of a mountain. Okay, there we go. As many people visit Juwess, it's important that the city structure is able to withstand damage from high water waves should a storm arise. I came here thinking this would be an ideal date spot, but as you can see, I thought wrong. This garish metal framework exposed for everyone to see makes this place quite unpopular. These construction workers should have paid more attention to the materials they used for this framework. I don't know, I just want to get to the end game content for Shin Megami Tensei 5. I like the challenge that the series provides, as once you have like all your skills down and stuff. Hold up, this is where we just came from. Probably have to go south. I don't know, I always didn't like early game in Shin Megami Tensei, because not having your skills and stuff is just like boring. Yeah, that's what I'll put it into words. It's just boring in early game. And really easy because of the items and stuff. At least SMT5 is. Darmstadt is, after all, the largest merchant capital in the world. I can't afford to leave out any goods to be delivered there. This is the port to board the ship to Darmstadt. Right now, the ship is not available for boarding. Shoot, I think I've been everywhere so far, right? I know you eventually have to go to the museum, but like, I don't know what triggers that next phase or section. I think there was like something. Even though it's been 8 years since Robin's reconstruction of Juwess began, construction is still ongoing today. Large amounts of building materials are brought in periodically, and clattering sounds can often be heard from under the sea. I wonder just how much of the city will be changed by the time the reconstruction is complete. Seriously, I don't know what the architects are even thinking. Are you perhaps heading to White Wings? Well, the truth is... oh, this is the trigger. It appears that some vandal broke the ship's steering mechanism. For safety reasons, all the trips for today are suspended. To think such a thing would happen at this time. And here I thought we could get to White Wings quickly. Now, let's not be hasty. I'm sure trips will be back to normal tomorrow. It would not hurt to be stuck here for a day. Well, since we're here, why don't we take a stroll around the city? Good idea. There is nothing else for us to do anyway. Count me out. I'm gonna head back to the inn and crash. I'm exhausted. You seem to have neglected... Okay, never mind. Excuse me. You seem to have a negative attitude towards things. Isn't it worrisome living this way? Who cares? It's not like I expect anything from my life. My. Sounds as if the Lord is weeping. Why do you have to be so gloomy? Don't ask me. This is about you, isn't it? I said I don't know why. And I don't even want to know. Looks like we have an unexpected, problematic man to deal with. I guess there is only one way to do this. Indeed, if we had to resort to force, we have no choice but to drag him along with us, exploring the city against his will. Leave me alone. I'm not going with you. This is for your own good. You shouldn't lead such a dispirited life. This is none of your business. This is my life. I'll live it the way I want, no matter how unhappy it makes me. That's enough. That's enough excuses, no matter what. You're coming with us. Understand? She's completely like the way Elena used to be. To think I'm being lectured at my age. What are you roasting about? Is there something you want to share? Fine. I'll go, alright? An excuse to go to the museum. At last. Man, that took quite a long while. 27 minutes already. Hold on, I think this is the wrong way. Yeah. Because from what I remember, there's a story segment up here at the museum, and then there's another story segment on that one place where we talked with the girl. Where it's like, oh, this spot sucks for dating. And then after that, we finally arrive. I think. No one except organized personnel is allowed past here. What if I go over here? Okay. Oh boy, time for a really, really, really long cutscene. Okay, you gotta be in the middle. Now then, everyone, please look at to the screen. Get ready for a lore dump. Juwess, the marine city, was founded a long time ago and has since gone through a series of high and low points in its history. None of those, however, would have occurred had it not been for one woman. Benedicta Frizet. Oh wow, I cannot pronounce that. And Catherine Rio were the world's two greatest female scientists, and they have both left a mark in history. What year are we in? Aren't we in like 29 something something? For this presentation, however, we will be talking primarily about Catherine. Yes, the one who had lived a mysterious life and was closely connected to the birth of Juwess, the marine city. Tragedy. Catherine was born 90 years ago in the year 2732. Okay, so the year is 2822, huh? Okay, so I was kind of wrong. She lived as an ordinary girl in an ordinary life However, when she was 15, her whole family suffered an unfortunate tragedy. Both of Catherine's parents died on the spot. Catherine was miraculously rescued by passersby, but suffered a serious injury to her right leg. It was so serious that her doctors have no choice but amputate her entire right leg. Wait, did I say eye? Hold up. My bad. If I did say eye, I meant to say leg. Despite losing a leg at a young age and having to spend the rest of her life wearing an artificial leg, she remained strong. But somehow the tragedy also brought about in her incredible intelligence. 3 years after the tragedy, in the year 2750, she drew instant attention around the world after publishing an article about a new theory on auto-text. Why? At the time, research on spirits was typically just the work of occultists and oh my god, I can't fucking read today. And typical articles about spirits lacked evidence to support their claims. However, Catherine's article broke that tradition in significant ways. It was rich in evidence and was regarded as a highly credible article. The whole world, including the scientific societies, buzzed with excitement. A young genius was born. It was as if Benedict Frizite had been reborn. Long before Catherine even had the backing of sponsors, in the year 2752, she gathered a selected team of young researchers to conduct further research on spirits. That team was known as the Rio Explorers. It was literally a dream team, and regardless of what research findings the team made public, it was always the center of attention in the world. However, 3 years later, the team suddenly announced that it would no longer discriminate its research findings to the public. What? I can't read. Shortly after that, all the members of the team, including Catherine, disappeared one after another. In the end, it was a mystery. It was a mystery as to where all the members had disappeared to. This mysterious incident sparked maneuverous speculations. These speculations include a rumor which suggested that the Rio Explorers might have switched its research location to the remote continent of Juwess. The present city of Juwess is located in the heart of the former Juwess continent, which was mostly underdeveloped at the time when the Rio Explorers disappeared. Those who feared for the safety of the members of the Rio Explorers formed a search party after hearing about rumors, and they launched a search within Juwess continent. In the end, however, they were unable to find a single member of the team. Later on, in the year 2762, the Juwess continent's disappearance occurred. The entire Juwess continent was suddenly engulfed in light before vanishing in a flash. It was one of the strangest incidents in the world's history. After the incident, researchers began investigating the site of the disappearance and later confirmed that a large portion of the ground has been hollowed out. That left behind an enormous hole, which came to be known as the Great Marine Pit. However, other than that, there are no other findings of note. Nobody could determine the reason behind the mysterious disappearance of the entire Juwess continent. Afterwards, people began to form various opinions about the reason might be. One opinion that stood out from the rest presumed that the Rio Explorers have gone to the continent of Juwess and caused the continent to disappear along with all of its members. That opinion has since garnered outstanding support and has been endorsed to this day as the most probable explanation for the Juwess continental's disappearance. An entire continent gone just like that. That is the end of this presentation. Please make your way to the next exhibit. Wow, that's a lot. That was a lot of... No! We are not rereading that again. Oh boy, there's more. Now then, everyone, please look to the screen. Okay, that's a lot of text. I kind of want to read the top text. Appearance of the Great Marine Pit. Rough voyagers due to change in the tidal flow. Many ships sank, leaving behind treasures. Mountains of treasures in the bottom of the pit. Gathering of salvagers and researchers. Trials, destruction of the city at the sea. Birth of Juwess, the Marine City. Alright. Oh man, that's a lot. The mysterious disappearance of the Juwess continent, which likely caused by the Rio explorers, resulted in the creation of the Great Marine Pit. This pit was the most central factor in the birth of Juwess, the Marine City. The creation of the Great Marine Pit greatly altered tidal behavior, causing the nature of the sea within the Great Marine Pit, which would become known as the Sea of Juwess, to become unstable and difficult to navigate. Because of this, the Sea of Juwess turned into an extremely dangerous area for ships to sail through. Unlike today, due to the lack of navigational technology and safety on ships at the time, many ships sank in the midst of the rough Sea of Juwess. Also, most of the sunken ships were no doubt loaded with treasure. In other words, there are certainly a mountain of treasure resting in the depths of the Great Marine Pit with the dead. As time passed and navigational technology became more advanced, underwater search and recovery operations became possible. That's how salvagers came about. Salvagers are seamen who attempt to recover any items that have sunk into the depths of the sea. As mentioned before, there are a mountain of treasure in the depths of the Sea of Juwess. That treasure immediately caught the eyes of salvagers who dreamed of making a fortune in one stroke. This led to all of them together at the Sea of Juwess and scramble for the treasure. At the same time, people who were eager to uncover the truth behind Juwess' continental disappearance also gathered at the Sea of Juwess to search underwater for items. As a result, the Sea of Juwess became one of the most bustling areas in the world. Because most of the people who came to the Sea of Juwess came from afar, which meant time was wasted sailing back and forth, a group of salvagers began to try building a city structure above the Sea of Juwess. That was the start of the history of Juwess, the Marine City. That is the end of this presentation. Please make your way to the next exhibit. Alright, wow. Okay, there's more. Nice. Now then, everyone, please look at the screen. The plan to build the city structure above the Sea of Juwess was started by a group of salvagers involved continuous trials and error. Initial prototypes of the structure were all destroyed by storms. However, that trial and error progress allowed them to progress in finding stronger materials for the structure, and eventually they completed a structure that was strong enough to withstand storms. People have begun living in the structure and named it Juwess, the Marine City. For a long time afterwards, Juwess did not once succumb to a storm. The lives of the people in Juwess continued. Meanwhile, Juwess became established as an important trading port in the world. However, 8 years ago, in the year 2814, Calamity Jane, recorded as the world's largest storm in history, struck Juwess. The storm's overwhelming destructive force destroyed much of Juwess. Destruction of Juwess caused a huge global problem, as if it was not only affected salvagers, but also international trade, due to the fact that Juwess was an important trading port in the world. That was when Robin, an industrial excuse me, I can't fucking read right now. I need water, dude. Subsidiarity. I know what that word is. Subsidiarity of Roseburg Enterprise promptly volunteered to reconstruct Juwess. By virtue of the wishes of George Rosberg, chairman of Rosberg Enterprise, Robin eventually began work on reconstructing Juwess. It sought to completely revamp Juwess and ensure the safety of Juwess' new structure. The city of Juwess today is made up of 3 levels, mainly the control base, the sea surface, and the mount level. The control base controls everything within Juwess, from water to electricity. It also provides support to the other 2 levels and even functions that allows for ships to slow down as they enter Juwess. The sea surface serves mainly as the city's harbor, where ships from the East Continent, White Wings, and Darmstadt, among with many salvage vessels, can be found docked at. The mountain level is where the city's urban... let me reread. The mountain level is the city's urban area, as this level stimulated 20 meters above sea level. Even when a storm arises, only the winds and not the sea waves can affect this part of the city. Today's construction still goes on in Juwess as Robin continues to tirelessly improve on the structure of Juwess. That is the end of the last presentation. We hope to see you here again. No thank you. Holy shit. It was interesting, but holy fuck. That was a lot of fucking reading. No fucking thank you. Just take me to a save point already. Our visit to the museum was not bad after all. Yes, I would say it was very interesting. Don't you think so too, Lake? Can I get a dialogue option? I don't know. You certainly seem indifferent. How about being a little bit more enthusiastic when you talk? Come on, Lake. Let's just head to the end now. Good grief, I cannot believe this person. You aren't being honest with yourself. Lake, aren't you staring avidly at the presentation just now? Well, there was nothing else to look at. But if you insist, how about if I say that I like a comment made by one of the visitors during the presentation? That's fine. It shows that you at least have some feelings. As expected, you're clearly not a robot. Sigh. Fine, I admit defeat. Now can we head to the end? I'm tired, alright. Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking call it here once we reach the save point, and then I'm just gonna grab some water. Probably record the next episode in this play session too, because man, I don't think I'll be able to record tomorrow. Alright. Let's save it as 4 and then put another save on like 1 or whatever. Alright, I'll catch you guys later.